Good day again, everyone, and welcome to video number 4 of our feasibility study course. At your service, here is Mom Karen again. Please subscribe to my channel, watch, like my videos, and to all my students, please comment down after watching the full video. For this video, we will be discussing Chapter 1 of the feasibility study. What I have here in the presentation were all taken from the guide that I uploaded on our Google Classroom. So since you conducted researches before, so for Major, you have your marketing research and business research, and for operations management and human resource management, you have also your business research last semester. So this chapter is the same with what you have on your previous researches. But by this time, there will be no subcomponents or subsections in this chapter. So the ideas are presented logically, paragraph by paragraph. Okay, then, so since feasibility study is a research, so this type of research aims to investigate the viability and practicability of a proposed business undertaking. So how are you going to prepare again the project background? So the project background includes the introduction, the historical background with citation of related literature and studies, if any, and the brief description of the proposed business. So specifically, these are the different information that you have to include on your project background. So I'll give you a few seconds to read the slide. So in writing the project background, so your first paragraph should be very catchy. It must draw the interest of the readers. So you must cite problems that results from the non-offering of those products. So it should be in a deductive format that you start with the general to specific. So indicate also the effects of the problem and the reasons why you do the research. So let us say you are making a study about reusable diaper. So you have to present the prevailing situation about the problems in using disposable diapers in the world. And then after that, you have the scenario in the Philippines. Then you have to indicate after that the specific region. So let us say your target is Region 3 or your target is Bataan. So this part of the feasibility study also provides the opportunity for the researchers to establish the significance of the study through a gradual integration of related literature and the researchers' own particular perspectives as to the relevance of the study. Then take note of this. So it gives also a brief description of the entire project. So that this will be part of your project background also. The brief description of the entire project that includes the proposed name of the business, the nature or kind of industry, the type of project or business, or the product or services, the proposed location, and the project proponents. So you're going to have already a brief overview of your product or project proposal. So a minimum of 5 pages is preferred. And then when we talk about the citations, no, the cited literature, do not use so many citations, no? 2 to 5 will do. Do not copy paste. So as much as possible, make chapter 1 on your own words. But if it cannot be avoided, of course, you have to give credits, no, to the real owners or to the sources of what you are saying on your project background. Okay, then again, some important reminders. There are no subcomponents in this chapter, so you just have to present your ideas logically, paragraph by paragraph. And your final paragraph, since you had already previously introduced or give a brief description of your business proposal, the final paragraph usually contains a statement which clearly and explicitly states why the study was performed. So such as you could state it using this statement. So the purpose of this study was the study was designed to investigate the, let us say, viability of reusable diaper, no? So that would be your end paragraph. Okay, so then for my students, so since you have already your final business concept, you have already your group or your teammates, so you prepared already the questionnaire for the market assessment of your business proposal, you may now start preparing for the chapter 1 of your feasibility study. So I have here the rubrics, no, for you to determine how you will be graded in chapter 1. So the same rubric, no, is included on your, or I uploaded this also on our Google Classroom. So of course, you have to aim for the highest score, which is exceeds standards. So you have to provide excellent, succinct introduction and background of the project with all the required information, rationale for pursuit of the project, and excellent ideas. Okay, so that would be all. I hope you had learned something in the preparation of chapter 1. So thank you very much. God bless everyone. So see you on our consultation, and you can raise your questions in our group chat. Thank you.